Hey guys, in today's video I'm just going to be sharing some things that I did over a couple of days, and part of this video you will be hearing just music and just seeing what I'm doing. The rest of it's going to be a voiceover, but I just did a few things to help me out in the future over a couple of days time, and just thought I would share that. Started out with me recording this, and I was just going to record me making my meatballs again and then sharing supper, and then I decided I'm going to add this to the video, and I'm going to just continue with the voiceover and do it that way. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and I will be speeding part of this up, but yeah, I'll come back in and tell you a little bit every once in a while of what I've done, but mostly it's going to be music. But I just put my eggs into the container, and now I'm making my meatballs. There will be a recipe down in the description for my meatballs if you guys are interested. Okay, so the way I make my meatballs is I mix them up, then I put them in meatball form, and I put them in the freezer and flash freeze them. I used to cook them before I did this, before I froze them, but I found that if I do it this way, they seem to be a little bit moister whenever they come out. But that's what I do, and I end up with a pretty good bit of meatballs for several meals. We can have meatball subs, we can have it with spaghetti, we can have meatballs just with whatever, and we like these a lot more than the store-bought ones. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm getting them ready to put into the freezer, just sticking them in the bag, and I'm just sticking them in there, and now they'll be individually frozen and easy to cook later. So at this point it's time for me to cook dinner, and also I didn't tell you guys the part where I was putting the meatballs in the bag. That was the next morning, and pretty much all day long I wore pajamas with the clip you're seeing now and the first one too. It's just like a little house dress, nightgown, whatever you want to call it. But I'm making hamburger steaks. Now, some people do hamburger steak with gravy. Some people do it with onions. Some people do it with onion and mushroom. I've done it all different ways. But the way we wanted it this night was just a plain and simple hamburger steak with onion. And so I just put a little salt and pepper in the pan, and then I put my meat in, then I put my onion in, and I let it cook. That's all I do with it. Some people say that it's not as good without the gravy, and some people, just don't prefer it without it. But we like it that way. And actually, I prefer it without the gravy. And my mama used to make it, she didn't call them hamburger steaks, but she would make hamburger patties with gravy. And that's what she called it, hamburger gravy. Or something like that. I never liked them because I haven't been a big gravy person on meat unless it's Salisbury steak. I don't know if that's weird or not, but I guess, unless you consider what I've heard different people call marinara is Italian gravy. Now that is a whole different story. But like I said, just a simple thing. And I am making more hamburger steaks than what we need what we need for that night, because Jeff needs it for work the next day as well. So I'm making more than what we would eat on one typical night so that he can have some for later. The rest of the meal is super simple. It's just baked beans, and I can't remember the other thing we had. I think it was just cucumbers or something. I'll show you in a moment.
I burned out like a wandering ember. I shone bright, then my journey was over. What I sought when I ran was back where I began. No matter the rain, no matter the storm, I'm coming home. I'm coming home. Leave open the gate, don't turn off the light, I'm coming home. Well, I scratched in the dirt for a while. I gained all that I knew for a price. In the end, what I found was nowhere near as nice. No matter the rain, no matter the storm, I'm coming home. I'm coming home. Leave open the gate, don't turn off the light, I'm coming home. Though I fought with my claws and teeth, though I elbowed my way to a seat, there'd be no kind of peace like you beside me. No matter the rain, no matter the storm, I'm coming home. I'm coming home. Leave open the gate, don't turn off the light, I'm coming home. I'm coming home. Nothing's as it seems in the photo. Nothing is as sweet going solo. Nowhere I can ramble or roam could change my mind, could slow my coming home. coming home. Oh, I'm coming home. Leave open the gate, don't turn off the light. I'm coming home. I'm coming home.
Okay guys, I'm going to talk about my coffee creamer a little bit now. I used to make it 1 quart of half and half and 1 can of condensed milk. But over time, that just was too sweet for me. So I decided to change it and do 2 quarts of half and half and 1 can of condensed milk. And this way is a lot better. I started making my own creamer because I was tired of all the oils and things in creamer that you get from the stores. And I know you can get a lot of flavors from the ones in the stores, but you can make this one your own. This is just the basic recipe. You can add vanilla, you can add chocolate, you can add a cinnamon, you can do all sorts of things with this to make it whatever flavor you want. But I just find that this one is the best for me because of the sweetness being less. Even Chobani, which used to be my favorite, is way too sweet for me now. But the sweetness is less. It has less of the oils. It has no oils. It's only milk and sugar, pretty much. It's cream and sugar. And I can control it better. I can control my sugar better. I can control what's in it, is my whole point. But I have not found a container to hold all of it, so what I do is I just I mix it really well, back and forth, back and forth. It's crazy. It's wild. It works. But I mix it up really well, and then I pour it back into the bottles if I get it from Aldi. If I don't get it from Aldi, I keep it in that mason jar and put it in another one as well. But I put it back in these 2 bottles, and then I have a little pint jar that I put the rest of it in. I used to use this big half-gallon jar for my coffee creamer, and when I used just 1 thing of half and half and 1 thing of condensed milk, it was just right. But now it's too small. But anyway, I have a spout. I have a lid with a spout for this jar, but that lid is so hard for me to open that I just went to doing it this way. Anyway, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you don't mind, leave me a comment down below. Let me know how you're doing. If you have a prayer request, you can leave that down below as well. Like, share, and subscribe. And remember, don't take any wooden nickels, and be sweet.